Gold and silver both have shown a good swing since the Fed's interest rate hike decision, but yes, both held to the strong support and resistance level. Gold failed to breach past 1691 levels. At the same time, silver failed to breach past 2000 levels on the upside. At the same time, on the downside also, 1920 on silver and 1660 on gold has been held strongly. Yes, it went till towards 1655 levels, but remember it failed to breach past the previous lows what you have seen. So now what can be expected out of these two today? How we can make profit trading these two, whether to buy, whether to sell, and at what levels, we will see with the help of charts and indicators. Missing on to subscribe this channel is missing on the profits. Do not commit this mistake. Do like, share, subscribe and comment. Also press the bell icon. Stay tuned with the latest update. The next update on gold will be up before the US cash session. So do watch till the end. Do listen to it carefully. Do note down the levels. Let's first have a look at gold, followed, and in the end we'll look at silver. Let's start the day. Now see, gold has seen a high at around 1690. At the same time, the lows at around 1655 levels, and it is trying to trade or confine its movement within this. It may try to consolidate within these levels, as on the downside there is a support. Also remember, it failed to breach past the previous lows. That also indicates that possibly it is getting the support on the downside, and it has very much or limited downside available now. Now also look at this. See, this is the swing there, and the pivot now at around 1674 levels. So only and only if it breaches past 1674, you can consider that it is trying to reverse from here. Till the time it trades below 1674, every rise is a good opportunity to go short. So yes, you can till 1670. If you see it rising till 1670, you can take a short or you can take a sell entry there, but we'll see into further detail. So this is one observation we can make. Above 1674 we may see a little rise, which may take gold till towards 1680 1691 levels again. Now this is one observation. Let's have a further detail look. See, directional movement crossing over for a bearish move. Stochastic is looking downwards. MACD has crossed over, and this is just 3 candles apart, and the candle size is increasing. One possibility that yes, anyways it is going to continue trade bearish, but yes, how far it can sustain the bearishness, whether the candle size is going to increase, I don't think so. It is seen the high possible it may its movement within these levels. The RSI is looking downwards, and if you look at the 2-hour charts, on the 2-hour charts too, likewise see, first it has created a step, then a sharp red candle, flat bottom, and this is the second red candle. Possibility of this red candle to sustain a little lower levels, and the possibility of it to drop a little more edges, but right now it is trying to confine its movement and giving you higher lows. The directional movement is crossing over, and this is the bearish cross. Stochastic is looking downwards. Remember, the MACD on the 2-hour charts has just crossed over. This is first red candle. Possibility exists that we may see a next red candle or a follow-up candle. RSI trading flat. And if you look at the 3-hour charts, on the 3-hour charts, see, after this swing candle, it has created a step and now taken a direction. Possibility exists that we may see a follow-up red candle, and then it may try to breach below 1650, and then if it breaches 1650, definitely it will call for further stronger drop, which may take it till towards 1647 1641 levels. Directional movement has crossed over for a bearish move again. Stochastic is looking downwards. See, the MACD is on the verge of a crossover. It has not yet crossed over. It is still trading in green on the 3-hour charts. RSI looking downwards. And if you look at the 4-hour charts, so these two candles have completely engulfed this move. At the same time, it is giving higher lows. Also remember, from these levels it is just showing you higher highs, and it is showing you can say, I see it as, see, these two candles at flat bottom, and this third candle has higher lows. And yes, if it breaks past the previous low, possibly that is the time when I will consider that as bearish. So hence you have to wait for 1650 levels. Directional movement extremely bearish, extremely divergent, indicating more bearishness in the coming candles. Stochastic looking downwards. The MACD is again trying to cross over. It has not yet crossed over. It is still trading in green. and RSI looking downwards. Now look at the daily charts here. On the daily charts, after this fall, a retracement failed to go past by or sustain 1680 levels. Yes, a breach was seen yesterday, but at the same time, yesterday's candle has also given you higher highs, lower lows, and the support there now should be at around 1650 levels. Below 1650, 1647 is the next target, and below that we may see a good drop till towards 1640. This time it can be a bigger candle, but look at this. See the candle size there and the candle size here almost has completed this jet. And even if it tries to top, 1650 should come into the rescue for this. The directional movement is bearish here. The stochastic is again looking downwards, may take into oversold zone. The MACD is divergent and bearish. The RSI is looking downwards. Considering this, yes, for the day you can sell gold at 1654 and below 1650. See, we have to find out the opportunity where we can make safe entries. So below 1654 you can expect 1650, 1647. These are the nearest resistance level. You may get $4 to $7 of move. Yes, book your profits at $4, or you can keep trailing with the stop loss at the first milestone. Then 1647, and below that you can expect a further stronger drop till towards 1641 levels. So you can take or trade with a trailing stop loss there. Only and only bearish entry is below 1654 there. On the upside, yes, only buy position today is above 1674. If you see it trading above 1674, buy again. Definitely you will see 1680, and then beyond levels are also possible. So till the time it trades between 16, so above 1680, 1690 is the next target, and then 1695, 1705 zone will come into picture, which is a stronger resistance zone. Be careful. And yes, in between 1654 and 74, now these $20 are left a wide zone, but that is what we have to respect, because see, a wider zone means also the volatility has increased, and yes, we should preserve our capital. Now look at here on the hourly charts. Yes, possibility exists that if you see it trading above 1665, you may see it again hitting 1670 levels. So those who want to risk a little, you can take a buy position at 1665 itself. If you see it trading above 1665, possibility exists that it may try to hit 1670 levels and then 1674 levels. But at 1674, achieving 1674, it may reverse again. So trade with caution. Those who do not want to risk anything, only take a buy position at 1674. Those who are willing to risk a little, they can buy at 1665 levels. Above 1665, I will look at 1668, 70. The 70 is the next target, and then beyond that 1670 to 74 levels can be seen. Any point of time in between 70 to 74, it can reverse. So take your positions accordingly. Trade with a trailing stop loss, trade with a stop loss. Strictly no trading zone between 1654 to 1665, and a larger no trade zone between 1654 to 1674 levels. Trade accordingly, trade with a stop loss, trade with a trailing stop loss. Now let's have a look at silver. Now see, silver again reversing from close to 1920 levels. It failed to breach past 1920, and again these are the levels at 1940, which is the next resistance zone. Beyond this 1950 and 1960, the level you should watch out for the day is 1960. If you see it trading above 1960, you can definitely expect a stronger bullish move. The directional movement is willing to cross over for a bearish move. Right now it is on the greener side. Stochastic is trading at the oversold levels, and at the bottom the MACD is divergent and is bearish. Remember, this is the third candle. Probably we may see follow-up red candles here. The RSI is trading flat and with a moderately bullish bias here. And if you look at the 2-hour charts, see the 2-hour charts and the candle size was bigger than the smaller candle, and then a further small candle, and this time it is trying to reverse. Now see this, what can be expected? Yes, 1950, 1945 levels may give it a resistance. Only if it breaks past this zone at 1950, you can expect that we are looking forward to a little more bullishness. Then you can expect 1955, 1960, and above 1960, consider that it is trying to reverse. And then you can again expect 1980 levels. Directional movement is bullish. It is willing to converge. Stochastic is near to oversold. Look at the MACD. This is just crossed over. This is first red candle. We may see a follow-up red candle. Be cautious. Be cautious of 1940, 50, 60 levels on the upside. It can reverse any point of time from those levels. RSI is trading flat. And if you look at the 3-hour charts, now look at the 3-hour chart. See, the bullish move started from here. It has seen higher highs, and now with this drop, it has completed the journey precisely till here. Yes, any drop today below 1920 will take silver into bearish territory. Remember, it has shown you higher highs, and this time, in fact, it is breached below the resistance levels. And yes, in fact, 2000 levels, yes, it failed to pass by, but at the same time it is created higher high. And now if it breaches past 1920, you can certainly expect that we may see another round of good fall, because once it breaches 1920, you can certainly expect that it is going to head towards 1900 and 1880 levels. Now see, also it has got the perfect support at these levels, so it also indicates that it may try to trade within this zone. Hence you have to be very cautious till towards 1960 levels for sure on the upside. Directional movement so far is bullish. It is willing to converge. The stochastic is looking downwards, indicating bearishness. The MACD is in green. It is willing to converge crossover for a sell. RSI is looking downwards. And if you look at the 4-hour charts, now look at the 4-hour charts. See, you have to take into totality. You have to look into totality. See, this was the bearish move, higher lows, then higher highs, then higher lows. So what does this indicate? That silver is still trading in this bullish channel on the 4-hour charts. That is why I say only sell position is below 1920. If you see silver trading below 1920, you can consider that at least it may try to hit first 1910, 1900, and in fact 1880 levels can be seen. Below 1880 it will crash further for 1840 and below levels. And for the day, only bullishness can be expected if it breaks past 1955 levels. The directional movement is so far trading in green. It is willing to cross over. Stochastic is comfortable looking downwards. The MACD is in green. It is willing to cross over for a sell entry. And if you look at the RSI, this is looking downwards, indicating little bearishness. Now look at the daily charts. On the daily charts, indeed 1960 is the level you should watch out for. Also remember this fact that it is giving you higher lows so far. Yes, you can buy at 1955. Expect 1960 to provide a resistance. Also remember, see this, despite the rise there, it failed to breach the high there. So remember this fact, it is trying to consolidate a little. Also this is trying to create a flag. Now, so for the day, you can buy at 1955 and then expect it to rise for 1960, the nearest resistance 1970, 1980, and then beyond that we may see it flying high till towards 1990, 2000 levels. Only buy position at 1960 or 1955 levels. Remember this fact. At the same time, remember this fact also, that on the downside this zone at 1920, 25 has provided it a very strong support. Yes, if you see it trading below 1920, just stay short further, and then this time you can expect 1910, 1900, and then this time it is going to break strongly. This may take it till towards these levels here at 1880, 1890 levels, and it can further drop below these levels, which might bring it to 1850, 1840 zone, the next support level. So be cautious of this. In between 1920 and 1955, we have to be extremely vigilant and extremely cautious. The directional movement is bearish here. The stochastic is looking downwards. The MACD is also willing to converge on the daily charts. It is trading in green. Yes, RSI is trading flat. So considering this, till 1955, do not take a buy position, and only bullishness can be expected in silver if it trades beyond 1955. Also 1940 is a resistance there on the upside. So possibly once you see it trading above 1940, you can expect, or if you are a risky trader, you can buy there and then expect it to rise for 1945, 1950, and then 1955. See, you have to trade with a strict stop loss and a trailing stop loss. So in case of a reversal, as we expect till 1955, the possibility of a reversal exists. But yes, at the same time, if it is, you see it rising above 1940, take a buy entry and then you can expect it to rise a little. So in between 1940 and 1920, do not trade for these 20 points or $0.2. Do not trade or do not take any position between 1920 and 1940. Below 1920, certainly you can take a sell position and then you can expect 1910, 1905, 1900 and 1880 levels. So take your positions accordingly, trade with the stop loss, trade with the strictly stop loss. Join my mentorship batch. The 16th batch is starting on 3rd of October. Be a part of it. 90 minutes live webinar sessions daily and lifetime technical support is what you get. Missing on to join this batch is missing on the profits out there. So yes, do remember to join this batch. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.